todo el mundo y bienvenido a mi canal. Yo me llamo Sirey. Soy una abogada afro-latina licenciada practicando la ley criminal, pero como todos ustedes, a mí me fascina cuando estamos hablando de casos de crímenes reales. En este video vamos a hablar del caso de Sakiyna Thompson. Si quieren más video en español, nada más dime allá abajo. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Desiree. I'm a licensed and practicing Afro-Latina criminal attorney who, much like the rest of you, has a severe fascination with true crime cases. Listen, you guys, today we're going to talk about a case that I found rather intriguing, interesting, devastating, sad, miserable, treacherous, terrifying, silly. I really have run out of words. This is the case of Sakiyna Thompson. At approximately 3 p.m. on July 13th of 2025, Broward County, Florida Police Department received a phone call stating that there was a female that was unresponsive in one of the units of an apartment complex. Through later investigation, officers came to learn that the unresponsive woman was a 23-year-old woman by the name of Kayla Hodgson.
Murder mystery at Tamarack apartment complex turns into a crime scene after a young woman's body was found inside. Family and friends gathering throughout the day had word of her untimely passing.
Local 10's Janine Stanwood is live from the scene with what she's learned. Janine. There are still so many questions about what happened to this young woman. Initial reports, which you're about to hear, are disturbing. And right now you can see deputies and law enforcement are still here as loved ones gather to say goodbye. Where they are. Into the night, an investigation into how a young woman died inside her apartment in Tamarack. Family tells us she is 23-year-old Kayla Hodgson, and loved ones say she hasn't been living here in the Tamarack Village apartments for very long. According to the Broward Sheriff's Office, it was around 3 p.m. when they got the call about an unresponsive woman. The caller says that there's a gash on the patient's neck. It looks like someone slashed her neck. When deputies and fire rescue arrived, they determined she was dead. Throughout the day, distraught friends and relatives showed up on scene, many telling us they were too upset to speak on camera. Crime scene investigators taking photos of this white SUV before it was towed away. And a forensics truck has been here most of the day. The sheriff's office being tight-lipped about how this young woman died and who could be responsible.
But who on earth would want to do this to this young, super bright, filled with potential young woman? Well, officers came to learn that 31-year-old Sakiyna Thompson flew all the way from New York to Florida to confront Kayla after learning that Kayla had blocked her on social media.
New details tonight on an arrest in New York City. This after a young woman was killed last month inside her apartment in Tamarack. The Broward Sheriff's Office announced that the suspect, Sakiyna Thompson, is now in custody. CBS 4's Peter O'Dinch joins us live from the Tamarack Village complex with the very latest on this story. Peter.
Well, Naja, BSO says that the suspect was arrested in a neighborhood in Queens. That was 3 weeks after the homicide here. It's also where residents are relieved.
I feel terribly bad that happened to her.
Shayla Hernandez was horrified by the murder of her neighbor, identified by friends and family members as 23-year-old Kayla Hodgson, seen here and in photos in a post from loved ones on a fundraising website. BSO says they responded to Hodgson's second-floor apartment on July 13th after a 911 call about an unresponsive woman. They say they discovered that Hodgson died at the scene here at the Tamarack Village complex. On July 25th, a warrant was issued for 28-year-old Sakiyna Thompson. She was arrested on Wednesday in New York City.
Making an arrest makes me feel a lot more comfortable.
BSO is not saying what led them to their suspect, but an arrest affidavit says Sakiyna Thompson was demonstrating a depraved mind without regard for human life by stabbing with a sharp object with a premeditated intent to cause death.
I am very happy to hear about it because we were scared. We heard different stories from different people, and I happen to live on the floor above her, so I'm very happy. It makes me feel a lot better and more secure that they finally arrested somebody.
BSO has not said what the motive was. It's not clear when Thompson will be extradited. Right now, she is charged with first-degree murder. We are live in Tamarack. Peter Datch, CBS 4 News.
Now, what is the connection between these two women, you might ask? Well, as is the case, unfortunately, in a lot of these stories that I tell you about, the connection was a romantic interest. Sakiyna was alleged to have been the ex-girlfriend of a man by the name of Raveletto Robinson, and Kayla was his new girlfriend.
911, what's the address of the emergency? Oh, ma'am, I don't know the address. Okay, what is the apartment number? Do you know if that has a building number? I could go downstairs and check 1 second, please. Now, I'm not following me. What's your phone number? Hold on, man. Hold on.
A Broward County deputy responds to the Tarmac Village apartment complex. They learn a woman is unresponsive while in her second-floor apartment.
Does she live alone?
No, with her mom, but her mom is a flight attendant. No one there.
How do you have access to the house?
Don't touch anything. Leave her in exactly the way they are. I didn't have.
Never brought one. How far is public?
I didn't have access. I've been.
Wanting us to take their residence truck.
Yeah. Yes. 200. What number? 200. Monitor.
How did you get access inside?
I don't have access. I've been calling her all morning and she wasn't answering the phone. And I came here the first time and I just knocked. And I was like, I didn't see her park in the parking lot. She always parking in handicap. So when I came back the second time, I see her car outside. I'm like, she has to be here. So when I came, I knocked really hard and she has a little dog and she didn't answer. So I just tried the door and when I opened the door, she was on the floor.
The door was unlocked.
Yeah, the door was unlocked.
So have you been in the house?
Just have, yes, when I just came the second
Did you
time.
see anybody in the residence?
No.
I just want to get some more information
No.
before I get in there.
No.
Okay. All right. When I'm done with this, stay tight. I'm running to talk to a lot.
No problem.
And just try not to touch anything with your hands.
Okay, y'all are
I'm
touching
not
the
even
door and
having you go back
everything.
in right now.
Okay,
Yeah. Is it the 1 or 2 bedroom?
it's a 2-bedroom.
Was she on any medication, anything?
No, I know she worked a party last night, and then that was it. And I called her this morning. I was calling her this morning, texting her, and her phone was delivering
I'm
it
sorry,
to
who is she to you? Sorry.
She's like my girlfriend.
No, that's fine.
Yes, she's like my girlfriend. Yes. Right here. No children, just a little dog. 200 right here. To the left. Okay.
Several problems. You can go check through the residence. That sounds like entrance.
One person's got to go in. That's it. So
The apartment belonged to 23-year-old Kayla Hodgson and her mom. We can't show you what first responders found inside the home because it's truly that gruesome. Inside, there was blood everywhere, and Kayla was unresponsive, lying in a pool of her own blood.
She's gonna be right there when you go in.
Yep.
Yeah, she's right there. I don't want you to be right by the door. How long have you guys been together for? That's probably
A year.
And sure, is it girlfriend, ex-girlfriend?
No, it's like,
Messing around?
yeah, we're messing around.
So you're not?
No.
Just so I can read his handwriting. That's your first name?
Yes, Rovelta Robinson.
Rovelta Roberts.
Rivalto discovered Kayla's body, and he confirmed he's the one who called 911.
Hey, listen, man. I'm sorry that you're going through this. We're going to do everything we can to help you out. We'll be here for you, all right?
So when trying to keep track of your ex's new girlfriend goes wrong and she blocks you, so you no longer have access to her, I mean, the only logical next step would be to fly halfway across the country to confront this woman, right? So ultimately, following Sakiyna's arrest, she went to trial. And at that trial, she decided to take the stand in her own defense and claim she was only acting in self-defense.
Over 2 hours of testifying in her own defense, Sakiyna Thompson told jurors she was jealous of the relationship her boyfriend had with the victim, Kayla Hodgson.
a little, I guess you could say, jealous and like insecure.
Thompson admitted to flying from New York to Tamarack in July of 2022, in part to confront Hodgson about the relationship, hoping to convince the other woman to stop. This video shows Thompson showing up unexpectedly at Hodgson's Tamarack apartment at 4 o'clock in the morning. When Hodgson let her in, Thompson says a conversation about their love triangle quickly turned sour. Thompson says Hodgson hit her over the head with a hookah.
She just starts grabbing my hair and punching me, and I'm on the floor. I'm kicking. I'm trying to get up to fight back at this point because now it's a fight.
Thompson was 2 months pregnant at the time. She told the jury she had no choice but to grab something sharp and defend herself. Thompson testified that when she thought Hodgson was dead, she tried to clean up parts of the crime scene with Lysol wipes and paper towels.
So I know we talk a lot of times and in a lot of different situations about how defense attorneys have to proceed with whatever narrative that they're given from their client, right? So if your client tells a story that they were acting in self-defense, you have no choice but to believe them, truly. You weren't there. You don't know what happened. But I do think it is absolutely asinine for her to take the stand and claim that she was acting in self-defense after she voluntarily flew halfway across the country to go to this woman's home and confront her about blocking her on social media. Who does that? But you were acting in self-defense when you purchased your ticket, paid your funds, dropped your credit card information, hopped on the flight. What are we talking about here? That is just such an illogical and ill-conceived defense in this case. It was just insane. But let me know what your thoughts are down below. Following her testimony, and to nobody's surprise at all, Sakiyna was ultimately convicted of the first-degree murder of Kayla Hodgson. At the sentencing, Sakiyna was rightfully sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Only adjudicator deputy sentenced to life in prison. Under Florida's criminal punishment code, that's without parole. And she will serve the remainder of her life in prison. And anything else?
We can order a restitution for third
Order of restitution. You have some in-court costs. Will be a civil lien. With that, anything further with regard to the defendant?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor. Okay. With that, Ms. Thompson, you have 30 days to appeal the sentence of court. You cannot afford a lawyer will represent you. And I will make the present investigation letters and the information that was presented to me a part of the court proceedings. Thank you very much. Hearing all our business is concluded for the day.
This is a case that I wanted to share with you guys because honestly, I feel like it's just happening far too often. Romantic rivalries that ultimately end up leading to crime and criminal behavior is just absolutely unacceptable. I mean, all crime is unacceptable, but for reasons of this nature, like, are we serious? But that is it for this video. Go ahead and let me know anything it is that you want to let me know down below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, y'all take care.